Gloriously
Let's
glorious?
see. We came back from the Cave of Doom
Yes.
with only the general, because the sun is slightly suicidal.
Well,
Fucking idiot.
he's an idiot, I guess.
He's
Yeah, they're
insurance.
stupid. Insurance, goddammit. So we came back without insurance, made it back to the gates without much of an issue, except for Cam hitting some sign. God damn it.
Hitting some sign?
Some,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that.
you hit some sign and
The
it made
creaky
some ruckus.
sign. The creaky sign.
I'll fix this. Got back, make camp, and we're told, hey, you want to go fight some demon thing? We didn't actually know it was a demon thing at the time. And Carmen's like, sure. And we go out there. It's like,
we had
okay,
we had our group gladiator go do the gladiatorial thing.
Yep.
I went up to Carbon when the demon showed up. It's like, okay, hold still and let me put this tape measure on you. And went 30 feet away. And
we
then
made a ring
Carbon
in
proceeded.
30 feet in size. Then we made another ring of 30 feet in size past that ring to make sure we were safe.
And then Carbon proceeded to breathe on the demon.
I guess the best way to put it, Cash. I don't know if you would put it in the
A little
other
more
way.
than breathe. He like it was like kind of like throwing the demon into a blender.
Okay.
Let's see. The demon had started with 130 health and ended with 0. Carbon started
in 2
with
turns.
With how much health?
30 turns, actually.
How much health do you start with, Carbon?
Checking. 93.
Okay, Carbon started with 93 health and ended with 86.
I also did touch him, and I also did give him clear wounds.
Afterwards.
So it's, yeah.
Yeah, he actually ended with like, I think.
I think it was 18 healing.
But yeah, that's basically where we ended, was the ending of the fight, and the orc war chiefs that were left, they rode off, and the orc army disappeared back to whence they came, and the city is no longer under siege. But now
we get to go tell the king
So
that
where's
we bet it on his.
So where's the one ring so we
city.
can go throw it in the volcano?
the problem is the church may be coming. So there is that to deal with.
By the grace of God.
And I asked Waller, and Kazik is like, okay, the church is coming. What's wrong with that?
And I think that's where we leave you guys. We'll pick up you guys walking back into the city through the gates after, you know, killing the poor little orc demon.
Poor little
orc demon.
He pretty much chose to be fucked up, so he's not really poor or little. Given he's 9 foot.
He chose to be fucked up.
Yes, by demons.
No, there is no choice in that at all, Star.
Have you heard this thing called the military?
Yeah, there's no fucking choice.
Either way.
Anyway, you guys walk back through the gates. What would you like to do first? Who would like to start?
Where were those constructs?
They are not currently here. They are elsewhere in the city.
Damn.
So, what were the terms of that challenge again?
I think we win. They go away.
Carpin, what'd you say with that demon?
I said if I win, they leave.
Okay, for how long?
Wasn't specified. Probably should have been, but it's a little late now.
It's a little late now. Yup.
Rear's gonna walk up to Carbon, pat him like on the side of his leg, and I know how it feels.
At least I didn't leave to military proliferation. What?
Say what? I just sell what I have.
You didn't crank this game's version of the Third Reich, at least.
Yeah.
So,
At this point, technology wouldn't be like the Second Reich?
Actually, technically, it'd be the first strike because this would be the first time that they'd probably unite like that. So there you go. Anyway, you guys enter back in, and you guys walk back towards your camp. I'm assuming you guys kind of left it together,
Mhm.
right? So you guys walk back and
Broke it down, set on fire.
Where's Boomstick at?
Boomstick was currently going and talking to the king, saying that you guys were going to go challenge the orcs to one-on-one combat. And he comes back to find you and saying, I believe you guys have been approved to go forth and go fight. He comes back
What?
and finds you at the camp, and he's like, you guys have been approved by the king to go do this if you want.
You're a bit
Oh.
late on that one. We've already taken care of it.
That's when he like looks at Garman and notices him like just
In
red.
I see. Well, what was the deal you made then?
Tell them to back off. So possibly the church is coming. So
Well, we heard rumors that the church
Church
is
is coming?
coming. Yes. Yes, the church is coming, Gozok.
Okay.
church is coming. The church is coming. Quick, hide the boys.
Oh.
Yeah, by the way, how do you look, Gozok, when you say by like just the okay? Are you just doing it nonchalantly, or
Yeah, nonchalantly.
um?
Just like shrugs and it's like, I don't care about them.
Which church is coming?
Remember all the guys
the
that
way.
were in a mirror?
Has Cosmic been to him?
Cam, no, you haven't, but Cam would. Everybody else would. Cam and the original Party G's would, but Carban and Gauze would not.
Original party G's would.
Original Party G's, because we've added a couple.
Oh, gee.
Oh, geez.
Good God.
No, the church that was in Amir, they have, I guess to explain for those that don't understand the context, and you're seeing like Gozok and Carban. You see, for the longest time, the church was fighting the orcs on the island, on the islands far away from here, where the city of the Amir was located. So on the map, it's this one right here, the Chosen Isles. Right here. The church, being the church, had a large military force of professional soldiers that basically manned the frontier against the orcs.
That is what's coming.
And our illustrious Crusader here was a part of that force, or his order was at one point in time in the past. And it kind of leaves that looking towards Darius.
That was marked as excommunicate.
I
My
know.
entire order.
Well, I know. Remember, I lived in Amir for a long time. I know this. I also worked with your order too, if you remember.
I did, yeah. I didn't do it in the afternoon.
But yeah,
Did it in the morning.
being yelled at.
Like,
So, guys, the situation is we have one of the largest military forces in the entirety of Illyria coming this direction.
Ah. Okay.
so it's not the same size it was back in the Amir.
We don't know. They went to the Free Cities, and we haven't really heard from them since. We're assuming they marched through Meidenberg, but we haven't heard much from Meidendorf, I should say, but we haven't really heard much from them either. So, who
Unless
knows?
they've started pulling people into conscription. The army should be smaller at the very least.
Or it's been
Because-
augmented. Who
Or
knows?
it's been-
Who knows who they're working with?
Best case scenario, because they did a bunch of people got sent home.
Mm-hmm.
From my knowledge, I obtained.
Well, most of the ostrich contingent left. Remember that. So
Yeah.
they went home, but a lot of the other contingents are probably still with them. So mainly Voland and, anybody else from that would just kind of immigrate to join the army.
But an army that's been marching, probably been on the move this entire time, not going to be in the best of states.
No. And we don't know if they're in the mountains or not yet. We just know they were marching this way. They could just veer off and go to Alaron too, for all we know.
Get some
We
eyes
know-
in the sky.
That we do. We sent them to go find out, and hopefully they'll be back soon. So, is there anything that you guys want to do while you're still here in Forge Hammer?
Out of character, I want to say get paid because I'm pretty much
Mhm.
broke.
No payment for the job we took for the king, unfortunately.
And, also staving off the whole city from,
Yeah,
enduring
do
a
need-
very long siege.
we're going to get payment for that.
You want an audience with the king, then?
Probably be a good idea.
I'll arrange it. It'll probably be tomorrow sometime, won't be this evening.
Fair enough.
That sounds good. We could probably celebrate the fact that Carband managed to stave off a whole entire army.
Easy to do that when you challenge their champion.
I want to research your constructs.
God.
Double.
Which
All of them.
which ones? All of them?
Sorry, Rear, don't you need to do that one thing with the mech suits? Mech
Make
suits.
your own. And you see, like, Boomstick. It's like, why don't you build your own? There, Dusk Helm.
Fucking, I'm just imagining goddamn Arias running around with a constant wet patch in his fucking pants.
Yeah, basically, you're not wrong.
You see, you're a Dusk Helm, and me getting you access to those constructs is going to be very hard.
I mean,
And the
please?
fact is, I haven't told the king that you're a Dusk Helm, so there is that too.
Yeah,
Don't
and
mention that in the audience, by the way, if you do get this.
he'd probably kill you, seeing as he was the one that killed or caused your clan to run. So
Well, you know the story behind that. Looking to you, Darius.
I believe you actually told this to us, Waller.
No, I haven't. I don't think I have.
Going
No,
on
no.
went on a
You
rampage.
told us about the uncle.
Yeah. I didn't tell you about the more in-depth side of that, have I?
No, I don't think so.
No. You see, the Dusk Helms were not the royal line, let's put it that way, but they were an offshoot of it at one point in time. So theoretically, Mr. Arrear here has a claim to the throne. It's very weak, but he has a claim to the throne.
Sweet Jesus.
But what you're saying is that if we killed everyone helps.
Yes. It would be very
Tom,
weak, but
no.
yes.
If we were to take down Thronebreaker and say this is a Dusk Helm, how much of a claim does Thronebreaker line have to the original throne?
I mean, more than Dusk Helm does.
So we'd have to wipe out the entirety of the clan. Yeah, that's
Pretty
not gonna
much.
happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not
Like,
gonna
the
happen.
entirety of Thronebreaker needs to either be completely destroyed or
They have to
kicked
be
the fuck out. Yeah, exiled out. And the Dusk Helms aren't, like I said, they're not he would be like a cousin, if that makes sense. He wouldn't be in a direct line, but he'd be like a cousin to
So,
the
like-
original bloodline. So
So basically, like the primary clan that originally settled the
Mhm.
mountain, the
Mhm.
Thronebreakers and the Duskhelms were like offshoots.
yeah, and and then the main royal line continued, but then the Thronebreakers basically got upset and killed the entirety of the other one, and the Duskhelms basically got excommunicated. So
Obviously, the Thronebreakers that wasn't a clan name originally.
no. But they've changed that, and they have altered the histories, and basically the people that know about it are basically sworn to secrecy not to talk about it.
They're like,
So
I don't want to die, so.
yeah.
So do
Well-
we happen to know the original name? Out of curiosity.
It's not in any of the Dwarven history books anymore. Ashir may have it though, actually.
So he might have
I
read it.
imagine we could just ask someone on the street and they would know, given the age,
Um,
how long people live.
they don't talk about it. You don't. It's one of those things that you don't openly ask
Gus, yeah.
because you'll
Don't
probably
ask,
get
don't
your Yeah, you're gonna get your ass arrested and thrown in jail and probably executed for asking. They're pretty hardcore
So the
about.
fucking dwarven Gestapo are gonna come around and take you
Basically.
from your bed.
Basically, they're trying to rule. They're trying to rule through benevolent fear, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But don't
So I know that doesn't make
benevolent
sense.
fear?
Where they're trying to be nice about it, but it's one of those hush hush things that we're going to,
Hush, hush, or we kill you.
yeah, basically. So people know it, they don't openly talk about it, and everything's been altered here. And when you ask people, would just look at you and be like, yeah, that's not a subject
No.
that we talk about. So, become one of those cultural, like, very, very,
Accepted
very, yeah, and like, even Boomstick is not wanting to talk about it. He probably knows, but he said it wouldn't be here if we talked about it as you guys were talking.
Yeah.
It would have to be back in Alaron or somewhere else where people may or
There's-
may not hear.
Yeah.
So
E.g., if we were on the ship and flying away.
that's when you ask him.
That's what you ask.
Why do I have this strange feeling of being watched through a divination spell?
You might be. Be completely honest, you probably are.
You have
But yeah,
Gestapo running around taking people in the night. You're really fucking paranoid that people are talking shit, so.
yeah. This is like the ultimate version of a monarchy nanny state, just for the win. We're watching you, but yeah,
Anywho, what do we want to do?
yeah. What do y'all want to do?
Probably find the.
I'm sorry, I just imagine like this incredibly invasive nanny state, but is still benevolent as hell.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
it.
oh damn it, I'm out of milk. Ding dong.
It just shows up. Here's your milk. And it wouldn't be
It's like the
milk.
FBI.
It would be ale. It wouldn't be
Big
milk.
eye, open up. Bam, 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 bam. Hey,
It
James,
would be
can I borrow some
ale.
sugar?
No,
It
it
would
would
be
be
ale.
milk. Just
No,
mixed
it
with
would
some
be
alcohol.
ale. It would be ale.
You cook with milk.
Anyway, what do you guys want to do?
Probably stop by a nearby tavern and have a drink.
Speaking of ale,
So,
Milk drink.
celebrate the victory.
You guys going drinking? Is that what I'm hearing?
drinking.
Oh, this will end well.
Woo! Party episode.
Party episode.
So the king isn't going to repay us at all.
Oh
that-
no, he will. There
But-
will be a reward for what happened because you literally just saved the entire city. It's just he has to
He,
talk
he, he
to
can't
Leitor.
get away with not doing that. Not
Yeah.
when he had called every people in from the externals.
Yeah.
I mean, he tried.
He got everyone at arms and ready to go, but we basically defeated it without them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I know, but
he,
you remember the conversation we had before walking out there and murder fucking the dude?
well, that
Why
was
would
on
you
our
murder
own volition.
fucking someone?
That was on our own volition. They were discussing it with the king while we went out and did it.
Yeah.
and the
It
king
wasn't.
accepted
It wasn't.
So
If by of our own volition you mean we did it willingly, sure. It was not our idea.
No, but he made it like just letting you know.
It wasn't a hey, you should do this. It was a please do this for us.
That
Otherwise, we won't help.
basically.
it's literally one of those things that
And
if
it
he didn't
was
reward the heroes that stopped the fighting with the orcs before it even started.
the other thing too is that could have been Boomstick saying, "I'm going to use this as fucking collateral to get us help. Please do this," and kind of
Yeah.
left it closed ended that way. So
It was Boomstick's idea, not
yeah,
King's. The king was ready to sacrifice every dwarf in this fucking mountain.
yeah. The king is very much like the sun. I'm just hope you guys understand this. They're very similar. So
God fucking damn
So-
it.
Fucking
So
For
if
no,
we-
for no particular reason, Tazar is sharpening a dagger.
So if we bring it up right here and give the king like a gauntlet,
he'll probably go and fight the Bahir. Yes.
can we do this to the rest of his clan too?
I mean, if you guys want to try it, go for it. Good luck, but oh god.
But before we go off and do this fucking partying episode, I think Darius is gonna go find a bathhouse.
You can go
He
bathe.
needs to he-
He's
he-
going to the glory hole.
he's gonna go get himself cleaned up because he's been wearing his armor for a few days on travel.
and fighting and
Yeah. Well, stopping a fight
yeah.
and then fighting the hobs and goblins on the way in, and then
Watching
Also
a
being
fight.
almost cooked alive because
Yeah,
of the
that heat.
freaking the convected heat
Ow,
from
ow, ow, ow,
freaking
ow, 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 ow.
Canthier.
sweating.
You
You know,
were fine. You were
I-
far enough away.
At least the bastard didn't try to cook me in my armor again.
Would you prefer I hadn't?
That reminds me, we should have barbecue at the tavern.
Just smack her ear on the head with a gauntleted fist.
I imagine they're making burgers.
That
So
works
you
too.
find a bathhouse. ahead.
Before Darius leaves, I just go. So you're heading to go get yourself cleaned up, yeah?
Yes.
Hey guys, could I borrow a favor?
Yeah, what?
borrow a favor.
Do you want me to
Could
use
you-
my gauntlets?
You press the digitation and stuff, and he kind of just points to his travel stained clothes.
Okay. I use that P word to
Prestidigitation. Say it with me, Star. Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
There you go.
Well,
If Waller can pronounce it, you can.
But my name's Mumbles for a reason.
he's right.
Either way. Yeah, I use that spell or cantrip to clean his stuff.
Thank you. Have fun at your bathhouse.
No, he's like that. It's like there's a difference between doing that and actually soaking in a bath.
Arir's
Like I
hiding behind
said,
Plode.
have fun.
Arir, are you hiding behind a wall, or what
No,
are you doing?
Well, sort of. I'm hiding behind Plode upon seeing the prestidigitation thing go.
Go cleaning. Also, you may want to get him before he gets away.
You know, to fuck with the rear, Gozik like creates like a little bit of sparks right in front of his face
Gone.
to make him stammer back. Hey, Plode, you might want to go find your master.
It's like that scene from South Park when they're trying to give Cartman a shot. Wee! Fucking
Master, wait for me.
He's running
like a
away
s-
like a little piggy, weeing as he goes. Wee!
And I basically have like
This
firecrackers
little
pretty
piggy
much
went to
following him.
market.
He finds a corner, and you see just Arir peeking around the
Okay.
corner, like watching the rest of the group.
This little piggy didn't want a bath. Anyway.
So you find the bathhouse. Now the dwarves do have public bathhouses. It's how they roll.
Yeah.
It's almost they do have saunas too. Like the dwarves love their saunas. It helps with the complexion. And also I always find it funny that people use saunas. I don't know why. So yeah, and yes, Cash.
But old bad, bro.
But you go in there and it's a very nice hot bath. They do provide soaps and things that you can either purchase. The regular bath is 5 gold pieces for just a bath, and then any soaps you buy are additional 5 gold pieces depending on what you get.
Yeah.
So 10 gold for a full bath if you want.
Yeah, go for it.
And it is nice and warm and steamy. It's really hard for you to see, and you guys just see Darius kind of like slump into this like bath and just relax.
It's kind of small, so he has to like stretch himself
Yeah.
lower.
Yeah, but you're relaxed and
The Geralt or the
yeah,
Geralt of Rivia scene.
yeah, basically.
Except it's smaller and his legs are sticking way out.
Yeah,
further.
but like halfway across the floor.
I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this.
Do you purchase a shampoo? By the way, Brexit, like a shampoo,
do they have
or
shampoos?
they do have soaps and things. So yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Would you?
fuck it.
Okay.
He's just washing his hair. Why does it smell of it? Ah, son of a. It's an ale-smelling shampoo. Just.
It's like Darius goes
you-
back. So it's like, damn, how much have you been drinking?
All right.
I haven't yet.
What?
The
It
whole
turns out
Darius,
it's an alcohol sauna.
you're enjoying your bath. I need you to roll a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Oh. Oh.
By the way,
Roll
Rear's
bath?
waiting outside with Plode.
Why?
Minnie,
I thought you didn't want a bath.
Minnie, you can roll a perception check too if you want.
All right.
Oh yeah, I need to get my dice.
Fucking.
Shit, where's my dice?
Okay, because it's disadvantage. I'm gonna roll 2 die.
Apparently, I have a disadvantage on my own perception checks to find my fucking dice.
So 18 is the lowest.
Okay.
The
Minnie,
roll
what'd you
Dang.
get?
12.
I got.
Pocket full of sunshine.
I got.
I look down there, I go blind. Wow. You're more blind than a guy with disadvantage.
I know. I got soap in my eyes, damn it. Ah!
The alcohol, it burns.
Oh god, I hate that so much.
What, you get soap in your eyes?
So I have the
He's not talking about soap.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
I guess
He's got
him
his
cross.
fucking eye glue shut.
God damn it.
Fucking Cyclops.
Oh,
So, Darius, how long does Darius stay
Yeah,
in the bath?
he has a nice bit of time. 20 minutes?
Okay.
Been watching off.
Do you by take a chance like close your eyes and fall asleep?
oh god, that's a recipe for disaster.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say you kind of shut your eyes as you relax, and
Shut his eyes, yeah, it might shut his eyes.
you
while it's relaxing.
feel like that there's something on your body that's dragging you out as you get out of the bath.
What the?
And you look, and your arm is completely covered with hair from like head to like from the full length of it. And it's not just like regular arm hair; it's like full blown.
Your arm has a beard.
Like fur almost.
Like just one of my arms is just like Wookified.
It's not Wookified, but it's still human hair, but there's so much of it, it covers your whole arm, and it looks just... And then you start looking across the rest of your body, It's your whole body.
What?
So now Darius is a furry.
Fuck off. Question: is the beard
Yes.
still the way it is? Like
No, the
way
beard is now mixed in with the rest of the hair. Like it's grown, and it's now mixed in with the rest of the hair. So it's all like you're trying to pull it out. It's all just a tangled mess.
Oh,
So he's
God
evolving.
damn it! I'm evolving. Oh,
You now have +1 to AC.
from the
From hair.
fur padding.
From fur.
Knotted hair protection.
It looks like somebody slipped something into something, or the soap you bought increases body hair growth. You don't know.
Where's my towel? Just grab the towel, just walk out to where I bought the soap. What the hell is this?
And you guys walk out, or and you see Darius, or what you think is Darius, and he is like just. He almost looks like a Sasquatch, just covered with hair. You're like, yeah.
Whoa. What what happened to you? Rear's just
That's what
slowly
I
like
want to know.
Rear's slowly backing up like I don't want to catch it. Whatever you have.
he has the coronavirus.
Coronavirus. God damn it.
Now, Darius, think of how that makes you feel. A rear is backing away from you.
I mean, I just made you back away with
Well, right. A rear, the disgusting.
with sparks.
I'd offer you my scissors or knife again, but you may want to see Cam about burning it off.
Yeah, that's a lovely smell to have.
Burnt hair.
Burnt skin.
So, do you guys head back to the camp, or?
No, I'm questioning the person that sold me the fucking soap.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
So, you walk up and he's like, "How can I help you?"
What the hell did you sell me?
Our normal ale scented soap. You see, and he just like puts like a little they have like a soap bar, and he puts it on the table. This is what we sold you, basically. We have a liquid version too.
So why is this happened? Indicating to the increase in body hair.
Apparently, you're not a human. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Last time I checked, I was human. I was born a human.
Wait, do you have your belt off?
I'm not wearing my fucking armor in the bath, am I?
Just wearing the Dwarven belt in the fucking bath. It's like, what the fuck?
Like nothing else.
Stop, what
Just
the
the
fuck?
belt.
And you see the dwarf fits at the counter. He's like, well, that's not, any of our products don't do that.
Then why the hell has this happened?
I don't know.
Ugh.
You make a wizard mad somewhere?
Oh god.
I mean, yes, but I highly doubt he could. I'm not sure he even knows where I am. Possibly does. No. But starts turning into the Doctor a little bit there.
This seems. He's like, this seems like something that is magic oriented. I don't know. It's nothing of our doing.
What? I didn't do it.
Stare at Darius.
I know you didn't do it. I just need you to perform a ritual.
Oh, you want the detect magic thing? All right. Arir goes to the absolute maximum limit away from Darius and starts to perform the ritual that he'll still be able to detect the magic.
Pulls out his maracas and just standing there dancing for a few seconds, for 10 minutes.
You don't notice anything magical out of that's not out of the ordinary from what you normally would sense.
The soap isn't doing it. Darius isn't glowing.
What
No.
about the bathwater?
Bathwater is the bathwater got dumped, so there you go.
Damn.
Is there
Oh,
any
you
like
could've sold that,
trails of
Darius.
it? Like when Darius stepped out of the bath, he had to have left some water around him, like on the floor.
There's honestly, there's residual. There might be residual stuff, but you can't tell what it is. There's trace amounts, but it could be from maybe other things like stuff that he's been wearing, or maybe he had stuff on him from magical creatures you don't know. Like there's trace amounts of it, but it's not enough to sit there and be like, I know what this is.
I'm not getting anything, Darius. I mean, I'm getting trace amounts of a little bit from the water where you stepped
And
out
the
of the bath.
walls, you
but-
look in there and it looks dirty, but you can't really tell what it is. It's like taking a neon light into like a room
Taking
with
a
blood,
black light into
or
a hotel room, yeah?
yeah, basically.
Well,
You
we all
really
know what
can't
that
tell
is.
what it is. Yeah.
That's like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yup.
I got nothing for you. I'm getting trace amounts, but it's so minimal. I can't even tell you what type of magic.
So Waller,
Yeah.
how far away is this bathhouse from the camp?
A couple blocks, probably.
Oh damn.
Why?
I was gonna say I wanted Gaza to just like walk up and start laughing at Darius.
I mean, you could. The rest of the party can too if you guys are walking around. It's up to y'all.
That's it. Tazar has completely disappeared.
Tazar's completely disappeared. Not suspicious at all.
What part grew
Dead King
on you
later.
first?
Yeah, one dead king later.
When did you notice it happening, Darius?
I shut my eyes, and then I opened up, and this is how I am.
Ask Carbon for some grooming advice?
So I have a question. How long is this?
Oh, I mean, I'd say it's not like you're not a full like.
I'm not a walking carpet.
No, but you're pretty hairy.
You're more of a nerf herder.
Mm.
So I look like a pirate then.
Yeah, you look like you look like either the pirate or the porn star with like, I have all the chest hair.
Oh.
It's just all over your body. So, from like the 70s. You know what I'm talking about, Brexit? Like, just I have the fucking hairy chest shit. Yeah, it's what it looks like.
Yeah, the guy that you look at and go, man, if he had diarrhea, that's gonna be a pain to clean up.
Yup. It's just all
That-
over your body.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So I am the 70s to sort of 80s style
And-
of
and-
I'm a buff man.
And
sort
it
of
almost
thing.
looks like it almost looks like it's starting to turn into like an afro kind of, like the kind of curl on it.
Oh god.
Is it actively still growing? Like, can we see it?
Yeah, it's a little bit, but it's turning into an afro. Yeah. But it's curly. It's about that long, but it's starting to curl up.
Oh, brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Kind of turning into the afros that you would see in the 70s and 80s, the curls and stuff.
The fucking
Kinda...
chest hair afro.
Mm-hmm.
Dynamite.
Yeah,
No.
basically.
No, please, no.
Why do your nipples have afros?
Because they get cold.
God. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna dry off and get dressed.
It's still showing, like, you get your armor back on, and it's, like, poofing out of your armor a bit, and it's, like, on your face and everything,
Really?
too, but, yeah.
So
How
Yeah.
long is this?
I mean, it's growing, man. It's still growing.
Great.
you have been cursed with some curse of hair. I don't even know what that'd be called.
So you guys heading back to camp at this point?
Yes.
So who's all at camp by now? I'm assuming Cam is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably
Um,
like sitting, enjoying some
Daze,
ale.
Before Darius leaves,
Carvan. Yep.
Darius is walking away. He's out of earshot. Rear's gonna lean over the counter to the guy at the bathhouse and be like, "Look, I know you said there wasn't anything you sold that did that to him, but if there is, how much?"
Listen here, laddie. I don't have anything that does that, and that is very unfortunate for that man, whoever did that to him.
Now you're sure you don't have it? I'll pay.
I don't have it. And he
Damn.
puts his arm on your shoulder across the counter, and he's like, if I did, I wouldn't sell it to you anyway. You look like somebody that gets into trouble a lot.
Me? Yeah. Rear just turns away and turns around and walks away.
So you guys reach back to camp, and Cam and Goss, you do see Darius walking up, very different looking to you.
You just like look at Gozik's face and he's like, what the fuck is this? And then like it like pops in his head like what happened to Darius, and you just like see him just like start walking away, holding a laugh or holding his mouth.
Did you wear that belt for longer than 4 hours?
If so, go see Cam.
If so, go see Cam.
This is the side effects of the Dolphibort, the Dwarven kind.
Makes you insanely hairy.
May need a tune-up.
I'm assuming I don't recognize this.
I mean,
Is this something I need to roll for? Or is that just
yeah,
I
roll
can...
a medicine check.
I don't recognize it. That's an 11.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't know. Is Tazar, are you still MIA?
Yep.
What is
I wonder-
Carban's reaction
I wonder
to
why
this?
he's MIA.
Yeah, because he saw it coming.
What's Carban's
Carban
reaction
is,
to this?
He looks confused.
Did I notice when Tazar slipped off?
Yeah, you just know he kind of just disappeared in the crowd. You didn't see where he went. He just vanished.
And I'm not looking for where he went. I'm looking for when he went.
It was before Darius left.
It was actually about the same time.
It was a little bit before, but yeah. Like Darius had
Yeah.
stated that he was going somewhere he was still talking to, and Tazar kind of just slipped away. So as the elves do.
As L do.
He is probably going and murdering a king at the moment and just hasn't told anybody yet.
That does seem to kind of be our MO.
Yeah.
Since when have we started murdering kings?
I don't ever recall joining the King Killer Chronicles.
Anyway. So Cam, Darius, Cam just kind of, they're both looking at you, and God's trying to hold in his laugh, and it's failing horribly, by the way.
It's not funny, man. There's a werewolf on the loose and it bit me.
Actually.
Darius, I think I've seen werewolves before, and you don't.
Okay, yes, I
match them.
can't tell that's a joke.
You can't tell that's a joke.
I was just double checking whether or not I could tell or not.
Why were you gonna start hitting Darius?
No, you'll just try.
We need a
try
silver
to kill me.
steak, some bullets, maybe,
A
and
silver steak.
I mean, I have silver.
I know.
I have a fair amount of silver.
And you see Boomstick roll up, and he looks to you, Darius. What did you get into there, lad?
The Scooby snacks.
So what do you say? Fucking boomsticks appeared.
Yeah, he walks back up, and he's just shaking his head, and he's like, "What happened to you, Darius?"
I went for a bath.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I see.
It's
He
magic.
has this big old grin on his face.
Would Gozik know what happened?
No, Gothic has no idea what happened.
What happened?
Do I have the
Sticks.
do I know of and or have the materials to make a not hair tonic but the opposite?
I mean, you don't know
Used
how
to be
to
hair
make
removal
both.
cream?
Yes, you know how to do both. So,
Would I happen to have any in stock?
it would be pretty simple. I would say, yeah,
How long would it take to make?
probably an hour, mixing it all together and getting it to the right consistency. I'd have you
Okay.
roll a check too. So,
I'm gonna start getting the ingredients out.
okay. That's including getting the ingredients together and mixing them up and cooking
Mhm.
it, and then, whatever.
I'm
Boomsticks
assuming
is
this.
just
Yeah, I'm
Go
assuming
ahead.
this conversation with Boomsticks is gonna happen before I start actually
Yeah.
mixing things.
yeah. Boomsticks just smiling. He's like, "Oh, I don't know. You must have made somebody really angry though, Darius."
What?
Yeah.
Who?
I
When?
don't know. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. Unless you got
Why?
bit by a werewolf.
I already made that joke.
I know you did. But did you actually get bit by a werewolf? Did you check?
I mean, we haven't encountered a werewolf.
That you know of.
I feel
He
like I would
doesn't
have
look
noticed
to be displaying the symptoms of Canis lupus.
Boomsticks just laughed. By the way, there's no werewolves that live in Forge Hammer. You're fine. So,
I mean, I would have thought I've noticed something having bitten me.
I mean, they could fool you. It could have been a tick, for all you know.
What?
Yeah,
Werewolf tick.
werewolf tick.
Werewolf tick.
He's a weird tick.
Darius gets really tiny.
What was that noise? Oh fuck!
The next thing, God just feels a sharp
Someone
pain in
just
his neck.
reaches over and smashes the tick. They wake up the next morning and Darius has just been fucking crushed by something.
Watch where
Fine.
you
Darius,
step.
you're
Murdered.
okay. I can't feel my legs.
He'd be dead, dude. He'd be straight fucked.
Yeah, he is the tick. He's literally the tick.
Oh god. He
Uh,
starts trying blue soul. He's like,
So yeah, just Boomsticks is just laughing. He's like, "Well, hey, you never know. It could be that. Could be the weird tick. It could be could have been cursed. That could have been another thing."
You seem to understand what happened to me.
With how
What
much he
happened?
rants about heretics, I'm not surprised he became a hairy tick.
Job, you.
All of the puns.
That poem was so good I can't even kick him.
Right?
And every
Boobs.
fiber of my being is saying to kick him.
Boomsticks is just sitting there. He's like, "I don't know, but you either made somebody really bad or someone played a really poor joke on you."
I just want to go back to normal.
Well, that's gonna
Well,
take
I'm
a minute, I
afraid
think.
that's not exactly in the back direction for you, Darius.
I think you're stuck like this, Darius, forever and ever.
Hell no, it's still growing.
Yes, it is still growing.
Have you tried cold water?
Actually,
You know, if you tense one of your muscles for like 6 seconds, it goes down.
well, this happened when he sat in hot water, so maybe.
Do you go find like a well hose somewhere, and like a rear? Do you start like pumping it? And do you like Gauze is holding the little hose towards Darius?
Yeah, I'll
Like,
start.
one of those pumps. Oh god.
So Araya is coming at me with a hose.
Yeah, he has a hose.
You
And
want a
see-
repeat of the engineering bay?
It's worth a shot. It may work.
And you see,
And Arir, have you tried using that on yourself first?
Arir immediately drops the hose and runs.
you see Blood pick it up, and he's pumping it himself, and just like right at you, rear, and just praise you. Just
Master, wait for me. You forgot the
Master
hose.
needs to be cleaned up.
yeah, basically.
You forgot this.
Yeah, basically, and he's
Wait.
running after Arir. Plode, drop that. No, Plode, drop it.
It's like a portable one, and then he starts pumping it, like hits you in the face, or you're like, oh god!
Plug. God damn it! He rounds the corner, and you just hear more.
Spraying.
Yeah.
you're real like, no,
Stop it! And just more like finally mumbling as it quiets off.
Maybe trying regular water isn't a bad idea, though. Maybe you're right with that. There he is. You want me to help you? And he goes to the well, gets up a pail of water. You want me to try?
I'm just gonna dunk a hand into it. See what happens.
The only way this is gonna work is if I do this, and he literally just like throws it in your face. Just. and did you see Boomstick? Well, it looks like that didn't work then. Now did it?
like Darius does the whole like drag the hand down the face to collect the water bit, and then just flicks it at Boomsticks. Did not
I mean, at this
appreciate
point,
that.
you could just like shake your head at him and it would get water on him.
Like a doggy.
I do that enough in real life, okay?
Well, you get down on all fours and shiver?
No, like
Dealing with the dogs,
like genuinely,
probably.
like when it tips it down with rain and someone goes, "Oh, is it wet outside?" I go, "I don't know. You tell me," and I just shake my fucking head.
Mm. So, does anybody else show up in the middle of this?
Rear
Yeah,
walks
Tazar
back around
shows
the
up.
corner.
Alright, here's Tazar comes walking in.
Yeah, he just goes, the fuck happened here?
Where the hell have you been?
Round.
There's a werewolf on the loose. Did you not know?
No, I must have missed that.
Must have missed the memo.
You've heard of Crazy Tom's Miracle Hair Tonic? He spilled.
Yeah, apparently.
I don't need no stinking hair tonic.
Boomstick's just kind of like watching everybody as they're all kind of sitting there, and he's like, well, this is interesting.
You can see the dynamic of the group, can't you?
Yes.
Rear walks back to the rest of the group, looking pretty much drenched in cold water,
Yep.
and raises his voice and says, well, how about hot water again?
I will punch you.
Or shrugs, yeah, just suggesting.
Well, hopefully the hair is gone by tomorrow.
Tazar walks over by Cam, goes, hey Cam, do you have any use for a couple of flasks?
Usually.
Like the glass kind?
Usually.
Oh, here you go. I don't have any use for these.
Thank you. And Cam's just gonna kind of set him to the side.
Is my
With that,
detect magic still going?
Tazar goes over and lounges on his bedroll.
You're a bastard. Out of character. You're a bastard. Because I know it was fucking you. The moment you said that, you were gone. I fucking knew it, you cunt.
Hey, Zach. Bravo, sir.
No, you have no idea how long this has actually been brewing.
Literally
These guys
been
have
brewing.
actually, I'm pretty sure they've forgotten, but like about 10 sessions ago, I had one of my characters purchase some hair growth tonic.
Oh, you dick. You fucking dick.
I've just been waiting for an opportunity.
Success. It's a great success.
Playing the long con.
Darius has
Anyway.
a sudden urge to twat Tazar.
Nope, you don't know
You're
shit.
going to twat Tazar?
Twat.
Yeah, twat. Twat.
And then I'm going to smack him.
The WAP? What?
British
you're
word.
s-
We use
SWAT.
it for a lot of things.
So yeah.
You have no idea what happened, so fuck you.
It's like you and Carbad. Carbad has no idea what I've said sometimes, but you have the sudden urge to kick Darius.
You see Boomstick, he's like, well, I'm gonna head home now. Y'all have a nice, wonderful evening, and don't get too drunk. You'll need to be presentable for the king tomorrow.
Well, I highly doubt I'm presentable now.
Oh, just go shave, you think.
If you shave some of that, you'll be fine. I also recommend using some flames. Yes, it'll be burnt hair, but it gets rid of it quicker.
I mean, hey,
I can give you a lighter if you want.
I have seen that end very
technically
poorly.
we could go see, find somebody who has some sheep and borrow a set of shears.
Bah.
I really don't think you want to go to someone who owns sheep here because, well, yeah.
They'd be from Wales. No, I'm kidding. They'd be
No,
Welsh dwarves.
We've already got the Welsh lands. Last time I checked.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, literally Welsh pool.
Welsh dwarves.
There's
Yeah.
dwarves in them there hills.
Not gold. There's dwarves. Where there's dwarves, there's gold.
But ye be presentable for tomorrow, and we'll be all good to go. I think.
We hope.
I recommend the flame option. That's all I'm going to say. Have a
I
good
do
night.
not
and
recommend the
Boomstick-
flame option. I've been
Boomstick
burnt
leaves.
in my armor once.
Boomstick walks away. By the
Boomstick
way-
is smoking. Light him up, boys.
Cam, you're up.
You hear off in the distance, I have spoken. That's all you hear from Boomsticks.
I
I
have
have
spoken.
Spoken.
God damn it.
By the way, the hair does stop growing.
As soon as he leaves.
Yep. It's Boomsticks the whole time. No, I'm kidding.
Boomsticks figured out what was going on and just enchanted it to keep going.
What
You
a
don't know.
dick.
You don't know. So yeah, how are you guys gonna solve the crisis that is the Harry Darius?
Fireball.
Harry Dairy?
The Harry Darius.
Go with the fireball. It's always the best option.
I cast
No.
Firebolt.
No.
I cast Eldritch Blast now.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, don't do that one. There'll be a murder in this courtyard.
So yeah, your concoction is now done. By the way, Cam.
Alright.
It's almost like a tuba Bengay almost. Like after you get it all in, it's really pasty,
Oh.
and you have to just spread it all over. It's pretty
And
bad. And
Cam's
it has
gonna
to sing.
grab one of the vials that blanking on his name. The Tazar just gave me. And you can kind of smell it once and do I recognize the smell?
Yeah, you do. It's hair tonic.
Alright. Rinse it out. Put the or fill it with the hair removal cream. So
The fucking
Here.
paste.
rub it on and should take care of your hair problem.
Thank you.
And where do you go,
And it's got
Darius,
this
to
pretty
do this?
it's got this pretty floral scent.
I just smell like a pansy.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna smell like a really, really one of those Lysol
Who do you
really.
think I normally prepare that for?
Mm-hmm.
I assure you it's not lumberjacks.
What does it smell like? Yeah, I'm what did you actually what scents
No,
did you
it
put
is
in there?
literally a pretty floral scent.
Okay.
Do you want me to go into specific what flower?
No, it's fine. But Darius, do you go and start putting it on?
Yes.
Okay. You all over? Like everywhere?
Anywhere that the hair should not be grown out the way it.
I mean,
is.
it's also grown it's made your hair into Jesus hair too, like your long, like your actual head
That I
hair.
can cut. That's okay.
Okay. It's like, are you gonna turn into Mr. Clean Darius after this, or what? Like, that's what I was asking.
Darius comes back wearing a clean white shirt, some fucking jeans. Mr. Clean's here.
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Nope, 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 nope. Eldritch Blast.
It makes me think of that fucking JonTron video where he was reviewing that weird fucking movie that had Mr. Clean in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you go and you
If you didn't like your
apply-
hairline, you can reshape it now.
Yeah, you could. Like, this stuff is pretty powerful, by the way. You will probably not be growing hair in those places for a long time. Let's just put it that way.
That's fine.
Have you started applying it yet?
Yes.
Cam's gonna reach down. Just you're also gonna want this afterwards.
What do you hand him?
Aloe vera.
Oh, God!
Oh boy.
With like weak painkiller mixed in.
Oh, Jesus.
Burns one way
This is
or
gonna
another.
hurt,
Fantastic.
is what I'm hearing.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic.
It is definitely
What
going
do
to
you-
sting.
He
And
did tell you
itch.
it's like a fucking chemical peel.
So you put it on, and you're getting the feeling that it's working because your skin's now on fire.
Oh,
Like,
hey,
not-
it's kind of tingly.
Well, not as bad as when my arm was set on fire, so I could deal with this.
And it gets a little worse. It's about the same when you were sitting in the armor,
What, when I was on fire?
pretty much.
When the fire was being
Yes.
superheated around
Yes,
me?
yes.
Bullshit!
You're starting to sting and get that sensation. It's close to the surface where your nerves are, man.
Aye. I think most of them are dead after being fried in the armor.
And
Magical healing is a wonderful thing.
you feel like you're getting a really, 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 really bad sunburn.
That's fine. That's dealable.
Like the ones where you don't want nobody to touch you, if you ever had those, and you're just like, no touchy! No touchy!
And people always inevitably touch it.
Yup.
But look, I can draw my name.
You bastard!
And you guys watch Darius come out. It's back to normal Darius. And you guys see that he
911, what's your emergency?
You guys see that he singed a little bit of or not singed, but the cream singed his eyebrows, so he's like completely red with no eyebrows. Darius.
I've lost my eyebrows. Fuck
Yes.
off.
Yes.
I grab a charcoal pen. Just like go.
Now the
up to him,
question:
like,
did you
"Do you
get the
want part
place
of
where your
this?"
beard grows?
I went around like the beard line.
It looks very bad. Like you guys look at like where he the areas that he did, like there's still like it doesn't fit where the hair still is and where it's not. It looks like it's really, really bad shave.
That's what shaving is for.
Yep.
And when you get around to down there, I recommend cutting it with water.
You didn't. Let me ask you this: you didn't apply it to your sensitive
No.
areas,
Did
did you? Okay.
Sensitive
No.
regions.
Dear God, no.
We're about to have a.
They'll be like, why is there a burning feeling on my dick? That's not what we're doing. We are not doing this.
I'm just asking. I gotta be clear.
Ugh.
Like when you eat some like hot peppers and then you go to the bathroom and
You would regret it if I did, because you're the one who's going to be inspecting it.
Well, given I know what caused it, I doubt I'd need to inspect.
I just want to make sure it's right.
Anyway,
Doc.
so you're sitting there and it hurts. Like, does anybody come up to Darius? Like, do you put your clothes back on at this point?
I should be sat in this courtyard naked.
Yeah. Or are you just gonna sit there with
He
everybody?
looks like a
in the
strawberry.
does one of you guys come up and just hit him on the back and like, how you doing, buddy? Just whooping.
God, giant red mark.
Yeah, Plode comes behind you, Darius, and he's like, how are you, Darius? And just puts his hand on your back, and you're like, ow.
Nope.
That
Plode
probably
walks
wouldn't
up.
be too bad, because Plode is going to be cold.
True.
Yeah, that actually might feel really good.
Yes, Star. Okay. And you also feel another presence on your other shoulder, and like it just, you go to wave him off, there's no hand there, and it feels like a hand on your shoulder just is pressing down on your shoulder.
He's fucking mage handing me, isn't he? Son of a bitch. I was suspecting he's got a massive smirk on his face as I look over to him.
Well, you
can't
don't see
it.
him. He's invisible.
Oh, you!
Wow!
So, there's only two people here I know, I believe knows this one. And you're standing there, you're sitting there, not really phased by it. So it's the other one. Where is it?
Rear's already started drinking watching this. He's enjoying the show.
Where is it? So,
You get a
Goz
poke
is
on
invisible.
on your side.
Does that change
Mhm.
color?
Wait, what?
Like, you guys see the hand imprint on there from like the mage hand, but you guys don't see the mage hand.
So,
Darius is joining the word of Blake. Either that or he's becoming a
This is
Urukai.
we're not gonna go this far because this is turning into something I don't really want to go into.
Oh God, yeah.
Because I
it's
just
going to
had
be a party
somebody.
murder in a second. There's going to be a murder in this party.
There's
I
another
cast
mage
Eldritch
hand.
Blast.
There's another mage hand that wants to come in and have some patting you on the head, and I'm like, this is going down the wrong
Yeah.
road, kids. Wrong
Or-
road.
It is
kids.
just pick on him.
This is where people are going to be running in about 5 minutes.
Well, you can't run because your feet are also on fire. So there you go.
Oh, I will push through the pain and use it well.
It's a good pain. Right?
Motivating.
Darius goes full chaos. It's a good pain and just kills everybody.
Darius gains trait,
Yes.
strength from pain.
And seeing him wince, Cam's gonna just kind of pull out a third vial and just go, if you really, really need it, small doses. Small doses.
Is that the tree bark? Oh, never mind.
It's laudanum.
Oh, that's some hard shit too.
I have a question. Would healing get rid of the pain?
No.
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 He
What
knows
do
how
you-
to do it.
I would imagine it would get rid of it for like a moment.
Yeah.
I feel like it would also reset the area.
No.
No.
Nope. Not in this case, just because comedic effect. So.
Fuck you.
Fuck
Hmm.
Because I can end this right now.
What? Seppuku in the street? Is that what Darius is gonna do? He's like, I'm done.
Can't take it anymore.
No. I could have just ended the pain and just be done and happy. I'd still be aiming to kill a dwarf in a minute, but...
Hang on.
Oh, where did they go? They bounced.
Anyway, you are in pain. Do you go? Are you going to go have? Are you going to the party? You guys are going to go drinking somewhere.
Drinking
You
would
guys-
alleviate
I
the
don't
pain.
know if Darius can
Ellsworth.
use alcohol to help numb the pain.
Well,
Yes.
I mean,
If you want.
One moment.
Anyway, you guys want to head to a bar, a tavern nearby? Who's all
Yes.
going to the tavern? The tavern.
oh, Rear's going.
Well, of course. I mean, it's free alcohol for whoever's buying it for you.
It's
Who's
free
buying
too.
it for him?
Mm.
Hazner will go, but Caravan's gonna stay back and watch
Okay.
over the camp.
Okay. The tavern that you guys find is called the Third Beard. It is a dwarven tavern, of course. So, because we're in Forgehammer,
Fitting.
it is the Third Beard.
User
Yes.
disconnected from your channel.
Cam's gonna go along too.
Okay.
The third beard.
The Third Beard.
Gozik will go along as well.
Hey, aren't you on your
Still
third
invisible.
beard?
And
Has
there's
he
like,
been rolling?
there's literally like a like on the sign, like they have a little like sign above the tavern, and it's like a dwarf with like a tankard, and he's just got a massive beard. Like it's long. And it's just like it's like around the whole side. It says the Third Beard. And you see it like wrap around the sign into the text. They get pretty artsy too, for dwarves.
Master craftsman.
Yeah.
You have the ability, you get artsy too. Ah, there it is. Really shouldn't have done that, but there you are.
So did you guys go into the bar, into the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Might as well.
And it's evening time, so it's pretty busy, but you guys do find there's a table open, and there's also seats at the bar side if you want to go up to the bar. So that's up to you where you want to go.
Well,
I mean, I'd probably go to the bar to order the drink.
But you're gonna go to the tables, take the table.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys head to the table, and Darius, what do you order for everybody or just for yourself?
Just for myself.
Everybody but Tazar.
screw all you guys.
Screw all you
Fuck all
guys.
y'all.
So you order, and what else do y'all want to order?
Rear's gonna get whatever the moderate rum.
Just regular ale.
Oh no, he's going with hard liquor.
You even have the money for that.
Yes.
You probably shouldn't drink that.
You probably shouldn't take baths. You don't know where the water's been.
Probably shouldn't take baths in public baths. There you go.
I mean, no, your public bath. The whole reason of a public bathhouse is because it's for the public.
By the way, you do see a couple other dwarves that are having hair problems too. Like you notice that they're extra long as well, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. You see them sitting like the other side of the bar, and they look confused as shit.
Did you go to that bathhouse?
What?
That
Said the
bathhouse
strawberry.
over there. Is that where you went as well?
That's where we go every day. Yes.
This is the first time this has happened with the hair thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it happened to me earlier too.
I see. So should we blame you?
Well, I was having a relaxing bath. Next thing, I was covered in hair.
But that was your first time ever there. You're the only thing that's different. And they all three of them look at you. Darius.
Why would
Gozik-
I mess with the old bath water?
Gozik walks up behind Darius and it's like, I promise you, he probably didn't do anything on it and pats him on the shoulder.
Like, as he taps my shoulder, I suspect you try to walk past me as well.
No, I'm walking up to you.
You walked up to me and you pat me on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Find a very quick elbow moving backwards.
Can I try to roll to dodge?
Roll the
By all
dodge.
means.
Reflex save.
Roll reflex.
I guess in this it's Dex,
Dex.
but
Ooh,
Ooh.
11.
Yeah, no, you get planted with an elbow from Darius, right in the chest, just blow.
Fucking hell! How tall is he for a dwarf?
I mean,
his chest is at elbow height.
yeah, you came in at elbow height, dude. Dwarves are not that short, so
Like 6 foot.
yeah.
And that's, it's like you kind of almost knocked all the wind out of Gauzy. He's like, I probably deserve that.
You were the one with the mage hand, weren't you?
No.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
Roll deception.
I don't think he needs to roll.
No, with how much pain he's in, there's lots of truth coming from Star there, from Kazik.
He's realised, yeah, probably shouldn't lie to him at this point.
Yeah.
He's already got me winded on the floor here.
Yeah, he tried to lie, you can tell it was not a good attempt.
It was more so of the.
Alright.
What would be a good phrase for it?
So, how many
Jokingly
figures of
saying
meat
no.
did you or ale do you get, Brexit? 1 or 2? Double fisting.
I'm not going to start drinking 2 tankards in a go, am I? What the fuck?
I mean, are you double fisting a refill too, so you don't have to go back, or are you just going to do one at a time?
Meanwhile, Arir turns around in his chair with 2 mugs, saying, "Why not?"
Yeah, taking the refill already would be a good idea.
Yeah. You look to Arir and he's got like 4. He's holding he's double fisting 2 in each hand.
You shouldn't drink that much.
It'll be fine.
We have to see the king tomorrow.
It'll be fine.
I mean,
You
isn't it a bad idea?
You got slammed on 1 drink previously, if I recall.
Well,
Darius, I think it'd be a bad idea to actually have a rear show up for the king.
Yeah.
So,
Like, as we let Arir walk back to the table, Darius is going to lean slightly closer to God. I'm guessing God has uprighted himself now.
Yeah, he's gotten up by this point.
So, we tie him up.
I don't want to
Sure
go
does.
see the
Oh,
king
he's
anyway.
civilized.
So uncivilized.
I got other things to research.
Yeah,
You
well,
guys-
we don't want you causing an explosion while we're dealing with the king.
Well,
Like
research
that
requires
construct
testing.
exoskeleton you're supposed to make.
There's that too, potentially.
The engineer that never makes anything. This is gonna
Yeah,
be
I know,
fantastic.
right?
I mean, technically, do you even really make anything now?
No.
The only time I have so far has been in transit, like as we're
Implode.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Always
don't get
implode.
actual. So I will be taking this time to do actual research after this party, of course.
So he's drinking. What else do you all get? What does Kazar get?
Kazar gets a straight rum.
Okay.
Fanciful
Cam?
elf.
Do you bring your own alcohol out, or do you buy some from here?
No, I came here to get theirs.
Okay.
I've only got so much in my reserve.
Okay.
Which is on the ship.
No, he
Most of it.
carries some on him.
Yeah,
So-
there'll be some in his supplies, yeah, but what I'm saying is most of it's on the ship.
It's mainly ales. They have a couple hard.
Actually, I
hard
think most of it is
dwarven.
currently with me
Oh god.
because
Would
I
be
just
good.
bought it here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you get some, there's a whiskey, maybe like a bourbon kind of drink.
Let's go
You know,
with
rum.
whiskey.
Okay. So you all sit down, and you all start talking. And what are y'all talking about? What's the conversation?
Well, Arir starts talking about construct technology.
Push you.
Like, you get
He
a
gets
minute
in.
to a minute into it, and you look around the table, and the only one who has any idea what you're talking about is Gauzik.
No one
And
else is
even
even paying
then-
attention to him.
That
Even
doesn't
then,
bother him.
Gauzik kind of doesn't understand some of the things he's talking about.
So we meet Thronebreaker tomorrow is the other topic going on at this table.
Yep. So speak away.
Actually, did Boomstick say that or say if the king was actually going to give us support, or was that? what
You're
we're
gonna
be
find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what the audience is for.
How much would saving a city be worth?
who knows? Maybe the city.
Well, it's not like the city's completely out of danger. There's also the church still in the area.
1,000 free labor.
Okay, that's his Dark Eldar fucking coming out there, isn't it?
We could build a
I
lot of shit.
confirm or deny nothing.
I will confirm or deny nothing. Yeah, fuck off.
All right. So come up with
Oh,
your plan
that's-
for the audience with Thronebreaker. What's the plan?
That's why they
So-
say a spoonful of sugar helps.
So definitely Arir is not going.
Yeah,
But
everyone looks over here and he's already like smashed.
Probably.
because he got into a fight with someone and they had big fists.
Oh. Oh.
Hello, Darius. I can take away the pain, you know.
Fuck off!
Why don't
Fuck
we
you too.
make a little deal? All the pain just gone. Poof, disappeared. Simply in exchange for a favor.
I'm assuming this is happening in my head.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay, this is happening in my head.
Yes, but we're doing it for open context for everybody.
How about no?
Man, it is empty in there, isn't it?
My mind is that of the church itself.
Oh my god! This is how Slanesh
You know,
gets-
Darius,
This is how Slanesh is born, by the
all
way.
gone away. The pain is all gone, and all won't even hurt you directly. I just need a few gifts is all.
Again, no.
Again, just no.
Why
gonna turn
not,
into Rogel
Darius?
Dawn in a minute.
Is your suffering really worth this? Somebody clearly has betrayed you to cause this. Why not simply repay the favor?
I love having Hall's here now. It's great.
Your honor
Fuck it
would
up.
no longer be besmirched.
Well, I wasn't the only target, so I can't really say. You know, it was a general assault. It was more of
Unless
a
the
prank.
others were just collateral.
They probably were. It was a prank, most likely. And why? I've felt worse pain than this.
Have you?
I don't know how much you've been keeping tabs on me, Demon, but I was literally cooked alive in my armor.
Oh? You were you?
By the way,
Yeah,
as this
where were you then?
conversation's going on, you are starting to react. It's getting a little warmer on your skin.
Darius, you've gotten quiet.
Don't worry.
You
About it.
mean the feeling of the time you were boiled?
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see, cheeky fucker. Yeah, Darius is going to pull the bottle that Cam gave him and take a quick little swig of that.
Which
Alright.
one? I'm assuming not the aloe vera or the hair
Not
tonic.
the
so-
aloe, no. I'm not
Laudanum.
gonna drink aloe vera. Just ah.
So you're taking a swig of laudanum.
Yes.
Okay.
Not a big one. Not a big one. Just a sip.
Funny thing, Darius. When it comes to things like this, the burning never really does go away. But that's alright. I'll be here with you the entire time, and when you're finally ready for the pain to stop, just call upon me. I'm sure we can find a way to make an arrangement.
As I was getting bored since nobody's talking, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull
Like
this
people are
guitar
just
out
staring
and
at Darius, who seems to
Darius,
have a
Darius
scowl on
is
his
just
face.
like he has got that 1,000-yard stare staring off into space at this point.
Yeah,
Bickering
Taz's just
with a
gonna pull out his
fucking
guitar
demon.
and just start doing this.
Oh no.
Start doing what?
Playing his guitar.
Yep.
Yeah.
God, I wish I could talk to everyone because I would tell them, hey, turn that up in demon
And-
voice.
You know.
But sadly, it's only Darius who can deal with that.
Wait, is that
Hey, buddy,
Andy?
know any death metal?
Metalocalypse.
Ah, good old clownfish.
Darius, and as the demon stops talking,
The demon stops
Wait,
talking.
is
He
he
is
snapping
talking.
back?
the pain does go away. You guys see him kind of snap back into the moment.
And Darius, you just like feel like something's poking you on your beard area where you haven't put any of that stuff on, trying to get you because Kozik's like afraid of touching you now. He doesn't want to see
User
any
in your
further
channel was
repercussion.
kicked from the server.
Fucking
Gosh.
Darius's eyes shift towards Gozik, who's just continuously poking him in the fucking beard. Stop. Now.
Oh. You haven't been reacting for the past minute, so
It's been like
I was
5
trying to get
minutes. And
worried.
he was like, he didn't even blink. You guys like are staring at him like he didn't even blink or anything for that whole conversation.
Career started talking to him about construct
Perhaps
stuff.
I should take that back.
Oh, please do. I want to make the burning worse.
No, it's residual connection. Remember the last time I did that? Cam?
We've gotten more strawberry-like.
Yes.
Kozik is just like looking away, holding his mouth.
Look more burned.
Yeah, you're like cherry red. You're like that lobster red, like as a fresh sunburn would be at this point.
Remember the
Period.
last time I took 1,000-yard stare, Cam?
Last
I
time you did
believe I
that
ended
was
up
the-
treating the dwarf for a while.
Yeah.
Well, but remember the whole incident in the other incident in the engineering bay that involved me, not the kicking the crap out of him. One with the other construct.
I do?
Yes, there still seems to be some kind of lingering connection. And he thinks it's funny to increase the pain.
Yeah.
If one... That laudanum... Only one dose per day. If you need more, come to me.
Well, I've taken it now. Well, the only
And
dose
don't
anyway.
take another one before you go to sleep.
Got it.
What happens if he takes another one before he goes to sleep?
He has to make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw or gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Yep.
The DC increases by 5 for every additional dose to a maximum of 25.
Got
Any
it, crank the
addition-
pain, that's all I'm hearing.
Any additional doses after this point, the character automatically gains a level of exhaustion.
Not. No.
Extra credit question. What happens if he smokes it?
What
Yeah.
happens if you smoke opium?
Get high.
Get high as
Then I
shit.
get high. Then
There
I
you
get
go.
high. Then I get high.
Da, 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 da.
But yeah, that's laudanum. But yeah, speaking of which, I need to remove that vial off of my inventory.
Yeah, probably shouldn't take drugs to see the king.
Anyway, so do you guys continue drinking? What's the game plan for the king? What are you guys asking? Do you know?
Well, support for Avalon, of course, which we'd already done the task to assist with that, and then as a bonus, we save City. Also ask for a bit of payment, because
That'd be nice. I could repay you finally.
yes.
All right, so you guys enjoy the rest of your evening in kind of this awkward discussion of Darius trying to understand what the fuck just happened to him again, and everybody's just kind of like,
Bro,
"Is he
Darius understands there is
okay?"
still some form of lingering connection between the demon. Not happy about it in any way, shape, or form.
By the way, yes, that is the whole "My mind is a fortress" line is fantastic for Darius.
My mind is no fortress. It's an open pasture disturbed by internecine conflict and chicken wings.
And chicken. Oh,
What?
Chicken.
okay.
The echoing
Alright.
was just great too. Of like,
Duly
I am
noted.
a useless man. It is empty in here. I'm gonna have to do that next time.
User
When
My
Demon shows
mind
up,
disconnected
is
just
from
be
the
your
like,
channel.
cathedral.
I'm just gonna have
You
to walk
will
in there
be
and just be like,
sent out.
It's so empty in here. So much room for expansion.
Much room for activities.
Anyway.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get Xeon in here with a succubus voice.
No, she's on here for this. She has her character to play, so.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
But
Party
think
of
about
10.
me and Z with two separate voices, one of them pretending to be a succubus voice, flirting inside Darius's head.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Just have both of you set up to whisper. So he's just sitting there trying to do shit, and it's just you two constant in his ear. Oh my god, that would be fucking hilarious.
Alright, boys and girls. So, are we wanting to fast forward to the next day?
Sure.
Darius,
Yeah.
you still feel like crap? You don't feel as bad as you did the previous day? You're still a little red. You're not as very red, but it's kind of that dull.
You're not a lobster.
Yeah, you're not a lobster. It looks like you're kind of developing the farmer's tan phase. So,
Yay.
yay. And who's all going to the shindig with the king?
To the shindig with the king.
Yup. We know Demon Boy's hopping along. God.
Arrear's in his workshop already working on
What workshop?
back at the ship.
The ship is not here.
The ship's not here, you
Alright.
dumbass.
He found a random spot and he's just set up in the corner.
In the middle of the
spot.
street, and he's just working. He's just like, he goes to like someone's shop, grabs a random tool and just walks away, and you see like the shopkeeper like, hey! Hey! And you disappear. You just like accrue all of these tools from like all their surrounding shops.
Gone. I just working in a corner, researching, testing, and I'm working on that whatever Boomstick wanted.
Okay. So
So
roll me
you're-
some. You're actually gonna build
making
him
a
a tank.
construct.
You're making a construct like tank for him.
Yes.
No, a
Well.
construct mech.
Mm-hmm.
What he's doing.
For
It's
the
gonna be a
elves.
baby carrier.
Yep.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
what is this under engineering?
Yes, it'll be a intelligence check.
All right, so that's a 15.
Okay, you can start working on it. It's gonna take you some time, but you start concepting the designs. So
Just
he's
imagine,
working
like,
on that.
Very early in the morning, people just opening up their shops. Where the fuck did my hammer go? Just somebody's
Off in
like,
the-
"Where's my rent?" There's some person just sees like the like tongs or something get lifted off the wall. Hey!
And off in the distance, you could just hear bing, bing of the hammer hitting
I
something.
feel like that's a constant in this city.
It is.
Yeah. It's hard to tell where
And then,
hammers
yeah.
are being stolen from and taken to.
Even
golden.
in a normal city, that would be a relatively constant just because blacksmiths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is dwarf land.
Horseshoes and all that shit.
The Grenade Dolphin theme park where we built all of your shit. Dwarfland.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Welcome. Little dwarf with Mickey Mouse ears. Oh God.
Be mindful of the explosion.
Dwarfney land.
It's like a deeper Mickey voice.
And instead of
Where do you think you're going, you little shit?
and instead of being incredibly anti-Semitic, Walt Dwarfney is actually incredibly anti-elf.
Oh God. Anyway, do you guys head to the palace? You are escorted by Boomsticks.
Hey,
He
we're
comes
sort of
by
in
in
the
the
courtyard,
morning.
aren't we already?
Yeah, he kind of comes by. And he's like, "Well, it's time to go and see the king." Darius, you do look a lot better than the last time I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
And he kind of walks up to you and like taps you on the shoulder a little bit. It still hurts.
But it's a lot
But
more dull than
It's a little more dull. Yeah, it's not sharp.
Don't take too long in there, Darius. I don't like boring meetings.
Oh, perfect. This is the response the demon gets. I'm sorry, but we cannot take your call at this time.
God.
He's just mentally playing choir lyrics.
Just mentally playing it.
He's trying so hard to just get a mental block in.
Just
like,
blocking the demon
no.
by thinking of, ball of music.
Anyway, you guys head to the palace, and it's just gold everywhere. It's what you would expect to see in a dwarven palace, just gold, just everything.
My
The
eyes.
floor, yeah.
My
You guys
eyes.
walk in, and he's like, you see Boomstick like pull out like
Pulls out some shades.
the blue man the blue man sunglasses. You know what I'm talking about? The like the 80s ones.
Yeah.
That everybody he pulls them out and puts them on. And he's like, "Oh, should have warned you. It gets bright in here." And he just like follows you guys through. So he's got a dwarf with sunglasses on, just leading you through this.
My eyes.
Yes, you get used to it if you're in here long enough.
You have to like wait a day for your vision to
Basically,
go back.
Yep. And you guys walk in, and it is just it's stairs. It's a grand picture of just what you would expect a dwarven throne room to be. It's just massive, big stone and gold encrusted sculptures, just lining this thing of like all the past kings of dwarven of the Thronebreakers, like of their family, like all the prominent people. Like they literally built them up in here, and you can tell
Okay.
that there's been other statues and sculptures that have been knocked over and replaced. So it's whoever is in charge basically gets to set what the decorum is. So yeah, so you're walking through there and you see like you can see pieces of probably other statues and stuff that have been knocked over. They don't clean them up, all of it. They kind of leave pieces there just as in remembrance of don't talk about things. Don't talk about things, kids. And you guys see a Thronebreaker up on his up sitting in the big throne. There's gold everywhere, and he's like, "Oh, hello. Welcome. I hear you were very successful in defeating the enemy." As you guys walk in, and you see Boomstick kind of like, "Good luck, you guys," and kind of like nudges you forward and stands back a little bit.
Darius is still adjusting to the shit.
Brightness.
Yeah, from the gold.
He's like holding his hand up, and he's like, "Ah!"
Ah,
It's bad for you. I have dark vision.
I
He
have
does
dark vision
too.
too.
He does too.
You forget this belt?
No, I thought you were normally that hairy.
I think the only one is Carbon. Or does Carbon have dark vision too, doesn't he?
I think Carbon is the only.
No, I don't think he does.
Carbon is here, right? And Tezar both came for this one.
Yeah, they're hanging up
Okay.
headed towards the back of the group, but yeah.
So I heard your gladiatorial champion was the one that defeated the enemy champion in combat. Which one is he?
It is Carbon. I indicate towards the
Minotaur in the back.
the Minotaur in the back.
Well, the Dwarven Kingdom thanks you, Carbon.
He kind of bows his head.
And we will have to have a proper reward for your actions here. Noted, and we'll do something very nice for you in the future. It's just short notice. Anyway, I believe Boomstick here was discussing your guys' problems with in your fight against, I guess, the forces of chaos and those that are in Alaron, and that's why that you were here.
Come on, Cam, it's your time to shine. Darius has done enough work recently.
Sorry, say that again.
He's basically saying, Boomsticks told me why y'all are here, about the whole issue with Alaron and the forces of chaos and whatnot.
Oh yes. The elves are having a bit of an issue with a They're having a bit of a cephalopod problem, and they would like your help with it.
Sounds like they may more than have a cephalopod cephalopod option. My God, he caught me with it. God damn it!
He got you out.
If the church is heading their way as well, that may also be a worse problem for them.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure. Well, I'm not exactly up to date on the movements of what has become of the church. Nor have I ever really been on good terms with them personally, but they will likely need help with that too. And to be frank, they're facing forces on multiple fronts, and they rather need multiple armies, and they have one.
I see. So what do you want us to do? March our armies out of here and go fight them with the elves?
Well,
Is that what you are here for? I'm assuming.
we're here to begin or to establish diplomatic relations, and hopefully that it would lead up to that. We don't ask for your entire army, merely a portion.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to send the whole army anyway, due to the fact that we could be attacked here again.
What?
But we could send a detachment. A few hundred men, maybe.
Small force.
Until we can withdraw more forces from the roads, that's what we have that we can send.
Well, I can certainly see why you would want to maintain the bulk of your army back. But the roads themselves shouldn't be too much of an issue for now.
We'll get back to that, and you seem kind of lean over to the other side of this chair, and he folds his hands. Tell me what happened to my son.
Well, we tracked his path. On the way to the outpost, we came across a broken wagon we believe is from his caravan. least in retrospect. And in the interest of establishing precisely whose it was, we continued on to the outpost. Found them in good health. In doing so, returned back to the wagon and tracked through the side tunnel where it appeared that the raiders had gone. At that point, we came across a cavern where, well, frankly, the vast majority of the guard of this caravan had perished, including
he-
your son.
He was among them. What killed them? Did you do any investigation?
We did some. It found weaponry of orcish manufacture.
See.
But thankfully, your general was still alive, and we were able to bring him back.
He
After
bows.
driving off a.
Go ahead,
I
Cantor.
hesitate to call it a small contingent, but on the order when a detachment is several hundred men, this would be in comparison small, I suppose. But in comparison to a party of how many people are we? 7? Plus the general?
It would have been 8 total, yeah.
8? In comparison to a party of 8, it wasn't. It was considerably large.
And these were orcs that attacked you?
Orcs, goblins, a couple
See.
ogres.
See.
Seemed to have been a one of the outriding forces of the group that attacked your city, in fact.
Scouts, then. I see. Well, they're gone now, so hopefully they don't come back, but I fear that hope may be short-lived. But we'll see. Is there anything else that you would all desire as a reward, as a payment for what you have done for this city? You found my son. That was at least enough to at least get this meeting. And you also saved the city. What more do you want?
God damn it.
Good job, Halsworth. Thank you. Hello,
You found my dead son.
This is Thronebreaker. Go ahead. Dwarven cell phone
Frost
service.
keybinds.
Well, I see you have considerable use for gold, but that must mean you have quite a bit of platinum lying around.
We do.
I hear that they shape that into small discs and imprint coinage upon it.
We've been known to do that, yes. You want platinum money, is that what I'm hearing?
Want lots of fucking gold. Yes, I say that out of character.
Sam's like, money, money, money. Must be money.
What is your price, then, for what you have done?
$1 million. No.
This was the number I was kind of trying to get people to at least talk about at the tavern, but kind of got sidetracked.
Do we want to quickly out of character, like go back and figure out?
You guys can ask. I'm giving you the opportunity to ask how much y'all think it was worth. And then the king gets to decide if that's what he wants to pay you. So.
The thing is, making that deliberation in front of the king kind of weakens the bargaining position.
Yes, it does.
Well, since we, fast forwarded through last night, I'm sure we probably would have discussed it at some point.
Yeah, you guys can talk about it if you want, out of character, and we can kind of retcon it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd allow it.
Well, for saving 10 people in Ostrich, I got 500 golds. How many people are in the city?
Just like see gods like start pointing out like a mythical
abacus?
calculator. Abacus?
An abacus, that's what it would be. So, an abacus.
Doesn't exactly do multiplication, but you can do addition on it.
But you could just mark each one as being however many, and then you just add them together. So. Slide them over by tens. Know your times table. Well, Waller,
What was that? Sorry.
Mm.
Say that again. Sorry.
how many people are in this city?
Just like ballpark.
Ballpark it, yeah.
Probably 20,000, give or take.
Let's see if saving 10 people was 500 gold.
God.
That's about 50 gold a person. And you said 100,000 in the city?
No,
20,000.
like 20,000.
20,000? Sorry. So that's
That's a
100,000
big.
gold?
Yeah. No, it's not going to be that much.
It's
You're getting the
1 million.
You're getting an army on top of that too, so keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I figured we were getting the
And a
army
couple,
just to
couple hundred
for saving his son.
No, saving his son was just to get the damn meeting. So now, if you brought the son back, there might have been more. So
Yeah, but we can.
no, because the son was being dumb.
But the son was being, well, pig-headed.
I had a second option, but it would have. He would have been very angry at me if we'd pulled it off. And I didn't think it was worth it.
Oh, you can
What was-
always borrow my ring.
What was that? Fucking
Drug him?
drug him? I mean, you could have also given him a lobotomy.
Do you have anything to remove?
I think that's pretty close enough to kill him that it might not make a difference.
I mean, he would have been brought back alive.
Technically.
What's this hole in his head?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Must have been a
damage.
spike off an orc weapon.
It's empty.
It's thin.
And Darius's head.
Fuck off.
10,000 each. Well, 10,000 each seem fair. In gold, so equivalent price would be 1,000 platinum.
That's fair. Each of you. That's fair for each of you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's like.
So
Just like
between
kinda...
the 8 of us, that comes out to about 8,000 platinum.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. You guys did a big thing here. That was huge what you did. Carbon, I know it's like I'm giving you a lot. You guys did something here that's what you get for a reward, man.
Over carrying capacity. Over carrying capacity.
There are multiple reasons I requested it in platinum.
Y'all might want to put that in a bank somewhere or put it on the ship when it gets back.
Yeah.
With the amount of times the ship disappears, I don't think that's a good idea.
With the amount of times the cities are under attack, I don't think putting it in the bank's a good idea either.
You might want
Which
to start
is the lesser
investing.
of two evils.
I
The
need a
thing
fucking
is-
dimensional storage that is like more complex than
A bag of holding.
yeah.
I mean, you could easily
We
throw
need-
like 50
You
platinum
need a
into a
freaking
smaller bag.
dimension
but,
in a
yeah.
backpack.
I mean, they have the ground storage one that you just open it up. It's the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pit version. It's a bigger version of bag of holding. Uh-huh. But also out of character, y'all are gonna have to start purchasing shit too for bigger things.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you lots of money. So
I know where most of mine's going.
Gold-plated gun.
What?
Anti-demon
Get a
research?
gold-plated gun.
Get a gold-plated gun. Is that what you're going to do? You're going to get a gold-plated gun.
Oh god.
he's literally gonna be the Saddam Hussein of the dwarves and just have a gold-plated AK and just run around with it, just be like, ah. Anyway, I will ready our detachments and we'll send them as soon as we can. It may be a few weeks though. We're still waiting to get some of our forces back from the roads. So once we've gotten them together and have concentrated our standing military, we will send the detachment to Aileron as fast as possible.
Well,
And I will arrange for the gold and platinum. Would you like to be delivered right here, right now? Or would you like that to be delivered to Aileron as well?
Probably go with right here, right now.
to be honest, if you have it available here, we could just take it to here now, I suppose.
You're going to be able to carry that?
1,000 coins?
True. Get the. You hear him like snap his fingers. Get the platinum. You see a dwarf disappear, and they bring out a bag of 1,000 platinum. There you go. Or whatever much it was that you guys came to the total to.
8,000.
1,000.
Yep, there you go.
1,000 each.
Yep, 1,000 for each of you.
I definitely wasn't also counting Plode and Clint in the 8 count.
You smart little bastard.
They don't pay them, by the way. It's just you guys. So.
We asked
8K.
for 8,000 platinum. We now have 8,000 platinum.
Yep.
How we divide it is up to us.
Yep.
Well, it would probably be a good idea to throw some of that at the ship.
Y'all might want to start building some more ships and shit. So.
I need assault barges. I mean, what?
I need a fleet.
You need men, is what you need.
I know. After getting some, if the church tries to attack somewhere,
Yeah.
call the Pope out.
Are you gonna fight the Pope? Is this what's gonna happen?
I will fight the fuck Pope. I will 1v1 that.
Yep. Anyway, you guys are the meetings be short, and it's probably like 15
It's
minutes.
short.
Short for the short people. Yep. Is there
Hey, don't you get
anything
short with
else?
me.
Is there anything else that you guys want to request from the Dwarven King, Mr. Thronebreaker? Maybe for another party member that is not here.
What for?
Also, in the interest of, what's the phrase?
I don't know what you're trying to think, Cantor.
Nobody
Yeah,
does.
You're trying
No.
to exonerate Duskhelm.
No.
I think the king will fucking.
In the
If
interest
you mention that
of...
name, that will probably turn this all sour.
No,
You
I'm
guys
not.
will
I'm not
probably
mentioning
walk
any
out.
fucking names.
Yeah, that would probably get you all killed. Just putting that out there.
In the interest of furthering the potential coalition efforts against these orc and demonic forces, would we be able to get to acquire a copy of, say, War Machine plans, for example, your constructs that we've seen about? They seem ubiquitous enough.
We have some broken ones that we could give you. Pieces.
Yep.
Plans would be ideal, but that would work.
The thing is, though, you would probably lose the money for at least one of your shares for that instead. Either you take a less share or you get the contract. It's your pick.
A contract?
Or, the pieces of the construct.
Oh.
Pieces of a construct.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, if we were to give him a share of money, he'd probably have a higher chance of fucking building one.
Well, if you give him the full 1,000 platinum back and you only take 7, you'll probably get enough pieces to build it on your own. It's just you have to build it on your own.
So he's valuing a single construct unbuilt at 1,000 platinum.
Yes.
Is he fucking high?
No, because this is some elite level shit that you're dealing with.
Like
But he's
really
got a
strong.
lot of them, and they're if he's
yes,
got that
they
many,
do.
they are not that expensive.
You're giving it to somebody that doesn't have them, period. They're the only nation in the entire thing of Illyria that has them. Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
They kind of have the monopoly.
Yeah, they can name their fucking price.
So, e.g.,
Tell you what, half share.
Half share. You want to roll a persuasion check?
Forgiven who this is for, I imagine we can convince them to give up half a share. And
All right, roll it.
there it is. Persuasion. Really wish I could figure out some way to turn this into deception, but 13.
Roll a d6, sir.
oh,
Well, the special one I haven't used since I was playing a half-elf ranger. 6.
A 1. Half a share it is.
good job.
You thought
Good
his
job.
pants were wet before?
That cuts
Now
us to 7,500.
Yeah, there's pieces. It's pieces. So what
Yeah,
that means
you have
is
to
you're gonna
rebuild it.
have to rebuild it with buying your own
Material.
materials
But the
and shit and
pieces
figuring
are
it
the
out.
equivalent of one full construct, yes?
Yes, you can build a full. They're giving you the pieces to build a full one. It's just you will need to repair it and refurbish it and bring it back online. And this
will
is
this
not
come
just
with-
a. It's
will
not a
this come with
construct.
the-
It's not just a construct. It's one of them that you can actually ride in.
Actual mech.
It's the
That
actual.
sound-
It's the actual dwarven one where they were running around with it that they used to fight ogres and shit with.
And presumably this will come with technical sheets to detail
No.
how to repair.
No, it's completely just giving you the pieces and you figure it out.
Which I think over here, if he got the pieces, he should be able to figure
That
it out.
is certainly less than helpful.
I'm trying to give Minnie something to do so he can actually do some of his roles. Is what I'm doing.
Well, I'm assuming he's going to be modifying and upgrading it.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
I mean, he has to make it bigger for an elf, so.
Yeah,
Or for himself, you know.
he doesn't have to make it bigger for himself.
No.
Meant for a dwarf, and he's a dwarf.
Yeah, I think I'd fit. Now for
If
the
I
elves.
fits, I sits.
But it will have to be, even with the full technical sheets, it would have to be altered to work with elves and
Yes.
humans.
Yes, and that's why Boomsticks was recommending that he just build one from scratch. Because it would be easier than trying to repurpose that whole design, because you're going to want to build some protection in for a bigger body. And
But if
with
he's
the
able
dwar-
to rebuild this
Yeah.
one, he probably has the base outline of what he would need to then be able to make
yeah,
one.
it
Mhm.
gives him
For the
a
right
better
side.
chance for the bigger peoples, for, you know,
Yeah.
people like Brexit's dudes or, you know, whoever.
At the very least, would you be able to provide information on the materials used?
Well, pretty easy. Steel, gears, engines. It's stuff that any engineer would understand. And he looks to Boomsticks. I've heard stories of
I know
probably
for
who
a
this
fact
is
there are
for.
many different kinds of steel.
Dwarven steel. What else?
High carbon, low carbon, stainless,
Dwarven,
Damascus.
stainless dwarven steel.
Damascus dwarven steel.
Stainless
Just to
dwarven
really
Damascus.
fuck with people.
Like I said stainless, but I'm pretty sure that's a modern one.
It is.
I don't know
is.
if it counts.
It depends. We make them out of mithril. We make them out of regular dwarven steel. It depends on who's using it. If it's my guard, it's mithril. If it's the regular units, they get regular dwarven steel. So
And the obviously you don't just assemble it and it works on its own. There is a magical component, but the parts required for the magical component, I assume those are relatively self-explanatory
Yes.
in terms of what they're made of.
You have a rune maker, it will be very easy to use. Or if you have the ability to adapt, I don't know, some of your engines that you all have on your ships to it, it'll be easy to make it work. We have done both here. We prefer the runic magic because, as you can tell, being underground, the other one is not always the best in battle. Yeah.
But and you kind of see Cam wrinkle his nose in memory of the smell. Well, in that case, I thank you for your patronage. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That word works.
Patronage
Fuck it.
works. Well, if you ever need anything from us, you always know where to find me. And make sure you don't talk about things that you learned here, boys and girls, that you're not supposed to. As he kind of looks to Boomstick, you kind of see it was kind of a shot at him to say, you better not tell them what you know.
Well, I believe we can agree to the not talking of those things. And
oh, and we also received and we also received
do I have
this
to roll
letter.
deception for that or no?
What do you want to roll deception for?
Whether or not I hide the slight emphasis I put on talking.
No, it's fine. I'll give it to you. You guys are kind of far, like super far away, so
He's
Well,
been
I'm still
bellowing
I'm
at
still
us this
speaking so
entire
that he can
time.
hear
yes,
us.
he has. Oh, he can hear you. You guys are almost having to yell. That's how far apart you are.
But putting the emphasis really doesn't.
Yeah. But he does hand a note to somebody. I believe that'll be pertinent for you, Darius. And they walk up to you, and he gives you the note, and it has a written letter. It looks like it was a message from scouts that they received this morning, that the church has moved towards Alaron and is not coming to Forge Hammer.
Deal with that.
And they're going to be passing through. If you look on the map and reference the map, they are actually located in Meidendorf right now, so they're going to have to kind of swing around and come up and across the mountains there. Yeah. So
it's going to take them a little while.
Yes, but they're coming. They're moving upwards Alaron. And your ship should be due back today at some point in time, I believe. So if you would like to depart, you will have probably the day to do whatever you need to do here. Or if you want to wait a few days. I leave that to you all. That is your decision. But, you all are free peoples here. And you are welcome to stay here. No one should bother you. Carban, I know, and he looks to Carban. He's like, we'll have a proper award sent to you at some point in the future.
Mark of a hero.
And
Yep.
So, yeah.
Cam just kind of politely bow and step back into the party.
And Boomsticks is like, time to go! And kind of like rushes you guys out of the room.
Like, let's go.
Let's go. And get you all outside. And he gets you back out towards your camp. And he's like, well, that went a lot better than I thought.
Yes, quite. I didn't quite expect him to agree so readily to the amount I asked for.
You save the city, then we have plenty of money here. You don't understand how much wealth the dwarves do have, do you? What you asked for was a drop in the bucket.
What I asked for was 80,000 gold worth.
That was a drop in the bucket. For
Meaning you could have asked
here.
for more.
You can always ask for more.
You understand there was probably 100 times that amount of in terms of value just in that room alone, right?
It's enough to feed this entire city for multiple years.
With dwarves, what do you expect?
Well, I suppose I'm not going to complain.
Well then, we heading. How soon are we heading back to Alaron? That do you guys give Boomstick the note, by the way? Darius,
I will show him the note.
we should probably start heading back.
How long will it take? They're on foot, so
So they're on foot and they're in Meidendorf, so they're gonna have. They were coming up this way, so they're gonna have to flip around and they're gonna have to go back. So
gonna take them probably 3 weeks minimum.
yeah, and in that time though, Alaron is under threat from the Alhoun / the cephalopod crisis,
Aye.
as it's been coined. So that could be something that happens
And how long
anytime.
does it take for us to get to Alaron from Fort Hammer?
It was, I believe it was 4 days, 5 days.
It was a week.
It was a week.
With
yeah.
the old ship.
With the old ship.
With
the
this
new
ship, it'll
ship.
be about 5. It'd be about 5 days. So you're saving
got
a
plenty.
couple of days.
We got plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
There is still the scale over on the Chosen
Yeah.
Isles from the old ship.
So have
I
that pretty much.
think he's giving us 100 tunnel fighters, basically. 100 dwarf fighters. Good fighting in
Oh,
tunnel.
he said a couple hundred.
Oh, couple hundred.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
I can get us more.
Do you think we could start looking for volunteers?
Don't need to.
Well, why not?
Darius has his own army.
Oh
You
wait,
don't
yeah,
know
he
how-
technically
You don't
he
know how
does.
many are in that army, though. That's the thing. Y'all didn't ask. It could have just been those guys there, to be completely honest. Which, honestly,
What do you
wouldn't
mean
be
in that army?
The
The Meidendorf army?
No, not
Dracor.
Meidendorf. The
Dracor.
Duergar. Yeah, the Duergar.
Yeah, but I can't say.
I feel like there would have been more.
There's more.
I'm assuming that they're going to kind of stay in dwarf lands, personally.
For now, yeah.
So I'm not really counting them in terms of Aurelian.
Get them to move.
It's more like, maybe do you guys want to go hit Osterich? You guys want to go hit Valand, maybe? I mean, there's bodies.
What do you mean there's bodies?
There's bodies in Valand. I mean, there's people there. There's...
Start recruiting.
Yeah.
Well, why can't we be recruiting?
You can go there. The entirety of the Crusader Lemmings would be hilarious, I'm just saying.
The Crusader Lemmings are still in the march.
I know.
Look, I'm not fighting Luan Leon fucking care, okay?
Why not?
Swine.
I mean, you guys could go to Valand, or you could go to Alderon, you could go to these cities out here, see what's there. You can go to the ones up in the north. Hell, you guys could go up here if you really wanted to. I mean,
It'd probably be a good idea to tell.
Frankly, once this situation with Aurelian is handled, I would prefer to check on home.
Deal with the army moving on Aurelian first. Probably the best course of action with that is to probably
and the
I
church
don't
is
know.
in Meidendorf right now, so Meidendorf would probably be a very bad idea to go to at the moment.
Right.
So
if we were to head to Aurelian, inform Petrus that the Crusaders are coming, then we could go attempt to rally more men.
Mm-hmm. But where are you gonna rally him? Osterich or Valand? You're gonna have to pick.
Probably take them.
Could
Yeah,
always
we
split the party. I'm just saying.
always a bad idea.
One goes to one country and one goes to the other. Could
Don't
do
you
it.
know you never split the party?
You have 2 ships. I mean, theoretically, you guys have 2 ships. So
I think we've only got one crew though.
no, there's enough crew on the other one to run it, and Lucaster's running the other boat. Is running the Stingray. So they recruited stuff while they were in Osterich. So, and you also have the fleet in Osterich too. So the Avalonian fleet that's detached is here, along with most of the Ostrich army. They're kind of just chilling right now, though.
I mean, we could possibly get the Avalonians on their side. Osterich might still feel threatened, especially with a Crusader force marching right through their fucking land.
Yeah, but they could also come in here and threaten them too and counterattack.
But we'd have
'Cause
to make a
they're-
beeline straight for Osterich if we were going to do that.
Yeah, you guys would need to not stop in Alaron, or send a messenger to Alaron somehow.
How are you doing on fuel?
You guys are maxed out here. They do have the ability to refuel, so you guys are maxed.
How much is
So,
maxed?
On this one is a month of continuous running.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
yep. It's a dude. You guys have a big ship now. It's not tiny. That's at cruise speed, by the way, too. That's not at full
Battle
Full
tilt.
burn.
battle tilt. Yeah.
Question is, which one was fucked by the plague? That was Waldenstein, wasn't it?
Yes.
Made a pass
And
over
you
Walden.
guys stopped in Kassendorf, though. That's where you guys were at, and that's where the Avalonians are and stuff. And you guys haven't been to Gilgenberg yet, or Gilgenberg.
Yeah, we're
So
getting Gilgenberg to deploy and get their asses over time.
you got to remember too, Ostrich has a pretty decent fleet. They could probably rapidly
They
deploy.
could probably, yeah.
So
Where is Ostrich's fleet mainly sat? In Gildenberg or?
they've spread it out. Like
Spread out?
they
Well,
were,
yeah, they got
they
some doing
were,
quarantine.
they were doing the quarantine for Waldenstein, and then they were quarantining Emir too, because they were having work incursions across the freaking strait here, pretty much.
We would fly towards Waldenstein. I don't know if they would have cleaned up the plague by now.
Hopefully.
Well, at
If
the very
not,
least,
y'all
we
are
can
gonna
find
have
out.
plague bearers in your army, and that's gonna be weird as shit to sit there and have to describe.
Yeah. Fucking plague monks.
Are they gonna speak in Chinese accents?
mean, The other thing too is y'all could go to Roscova and just
Start
fucking
squeaking.
go see
Have
what
you
the
even
Russians are
mapped
doing.
that yet?
Yes, I have actually. It's not right now, but it's there.
That
I-
what?
It's not. It's done, but I don't have it loaded. I need to load it up
Okay.
still. Yeah.
I feel like it would take far too long to get forces from Roscova.
Yup. You're probably right, because you would have
I think we don't really need to worry about Roscova until the winter comes.
until the winter comes.
Also, Doolittle, did you kick yourself earlier?
Yes, he did.
I kicked my clone, yes.
He lost connection. It did the double thing.
BD
Yep,
Doolittle
so I
kick.
exposed it.
So before we end the session, you guys need to decide what your game plan is for next time. You guys
We're
going to
try to
Alderon?
intercept Church's army.
Are you gonna go to Alderon, or are you gonna go to Ostrich and get the Ostriches to come help you?
What forms of way would we be able to send a message to Alderon within good time?
I mean, you guys could see if you can get another ship to take Boomstick back to Alaron. I mean, that is an idea.
We could.
You also have more. I mean, technically, have Morse code too. So
Do we know another dwarf in Aurelian? Other than Boomstick?
no.
What the fuck we have with ours?
The only one is Colt Colston. Samuel.
I thought he was a
He
human.
was human.
Maybe he was
Yeah.
human, but that's the only other person really, other than Petrus and
Is he someone that the elves would listen to at least?
probably
Given he works with Boomstick.
probably at this point with what's going on, yeah, because he's gonna have a lot of influence on situation
In
because
the
of
times we've been walking around the city, have we seen any sort of magical practitioner?
in Forgehammer.
Yes.
They're here. You haven't been in the parts of the city that they're
Could we
in.
find one that knows sending?
I mean, yes, you can. And they literally have a sending Pony Express. You guys have nobody's asked this. Yes, that is a thing. By the
Well,
way.
prior to this, we haven't only wanted to send a message.
Yes. You guys could send one to Petrus too if you really wanted to.
Yeah, we could just send it straight to Petrus.
Yeah.
The reason I asked about a dwarf
Or
is
somebody can learn sending.
I don't
Just
think I
saying.
can.
Huh?
I don't think I can.
I mean, you could go find a scroll. You just got 7,500 fucking platinum. You could probably afford a scroll with sending on it.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
I was only half paying attention, like,
Yeah,
I'll be
man.
honest.
They got paid.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
we got
Y'all-
paid.
Y'all
Big
could,
time, fool.
y'all,
Brett's
and
just like, I'm about to purge the demon realms with this money. Ain't gonna be no talking voice in my head.
I mean,
Hell, I'm gonna go kill the Pope and take his army.
yeah, you don't have enough money to pay his army. I hope you understand
I'm
that.
not paying off his army.
I think we do.
I'm going.
No, you
I'm going to be
don't.
turning his army
Oh,
back
you
towards
don't.
the light.
With the running
Believe in the
value of
God.
gold, we absolutely fucking do.
What, 80,000?
With what a gold piece is worth in the D&D universe, we absolutely do have the money to pay them.
Till that in before the entire army is a bunch of religious fanatics who you can't bribe.
We might not have the money to bribe them all,
Pay you.
but we could pay them.
Unfortunately, the bribery is kind of the important part of that little plan.
Or you can give
And-
them one gold piece to fight. Like, here you go, 80,000
No,
dudes.
I'm talking like standard mercenary rates.
Hmm.
Bribing them into doing whatever the fuck we want would cost more, obviously, but
The thing is, he's
And
had
you-
the army on march outside of their homes. They're probably tired.
Yeah.
they're probably tired. Question is, has he
And
been
I mean,
paying them?
and the other
Probably
thing,
not.
well, they're
They're following their religious leader.
yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, but are they religious fanatics? Like, are you gonna
They
tell
are.
me you're
Some of
gonna
them
walk
are.
into fucking...
Some of them
Some of them
are.
are. Yes.
So are you familiar with the sack of Rome? Sabaton has a song about it.
Yes, they do. What, are you guys gonna go cruise down to Amir and just fucking wreck house or something? Is that what's gonna happen?
No? You know how the sack of Rome happened?
They didn't pay the army.
Yep.
Yep.
Even though it was the army of the Pope.
Yep. Welcome to the grand scale politics of what this game's gonna be for parts of it, boys and girls.
Capitalism.
Yup.
Yeah, that's when there's like a fucking mind flare or something leading this army. That's just like, hey, fuck your need
Well,
for
the
money. You're
Pope's
just all
been
my
corrupted by
slaves.
something. He's sided with chaos. So
Look, I
Oh,
told
sure.
you all. I told
Fuck
you
about
all.
turning the Pope.
Look, I told you all. All right, you could ask for your payment in slaves. Could have bribed a demon to help you if you had done that.
And there's also other forces that are out there too that you
I
guys
am
could
not
go
accepting
find.
the help of a demon.
You say that now.
You say that now.
Are you saying that
Darius,
out loud
champion
and in
of
character?
Slaanesh. Darius, champion of Slaanesh. God.
Are you saying that
Where's
out
my
loud and
warp
in
dust?
character?
I need my warp dust.
Anyway, I think we're good to kind of call it. But if y'all want to make a decision on what your plan is, let me know and we'll pick it up next time. So, that was a good RP session.
Darius.
Yeah.
Do you want your 50 platinum?
Do I want 50 platinum?
Actually, I forget. So the conversion rate.
It's one platinum. One platinum is 1,000 gold.
We got 7,500 platinum total.
Mm-hmm.
Got Arir
Oh,
was
yeah.
kind enough to give up half of
Halls,
his share.
they literally saved a whole entire city of about 20,000 people.
In one
So
fight.
in one fight. So
Actually, now that I think about it,
Didn't Plode
A
have
moment ago, you said that, like, while we were discussing payment, and we did the math and came out to about and figured it out. And I suggested 10,000 platinum, and you're like, you chimed in and said, "There's no way in hell they'll pay that."
Yeah, no, they paid 7,500. They're not paying you 10,000
Well,
platinum.
they were gonna pay 8,000. That is not that big a difference from 10,000.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Zach, are you ready to see if it works?
But yeah.
Yeah, if you want to throw
Well,
a download at me.
I'm about to see if it'll actually even work in the
Oh,
in
yeah,
single player
okay.
first. We're about to find out if Holsworth Science is.
But anyway, guys, good session.
Mm-hmm.
Stream coming down.